Hopefully you got the ingredients already because it's Wednesday. It's Homebrew Wednesday, y'all. And it needs to be Homebrew Saturday. It needs to be Homebrew Friday night is what I'm telling y'all. It is early Homebrew Wednesday morning. And Chip Walton is riding the wave of having just sealed the deal on grad school. An 11-year long Odyssey grad school project. And I am feeling good. And the first thing I wanted to do after sending that in to my professors was tell you about the Big Brew Day coming up Saturday, May 2nd. This is going to be my first opportunity to brew after getting my life back and all of this free time, hopefully, to brew. So in a moment I'm going to tell you what I might brew and what some other people in the crew in Chop and Brew might brew. But let me just tell you about it. If you don't know about it, the Big Brew Day is kind of the functional part of National Homebrew Day. This is an American Homebrewers Association kind of holiday, as it were. It's always the first Saturday of May every year. And in different times when we could all be together and kick it, the idea is you would get together with either your club or some friends, or you just lone wolf it and you brew a beer. You may remember the Chop and Brew episode where we did this in the parking lot of Summit Brewing Company some years back, where I think 20, 30 brewers came out. It was awesome. Anyway, so no matter how you gather, usually this year we're gathering very differently. Just like everything in our lives, it's being moved online. It's being a virtual Big Brew Day, but you should still make it count. If you go to the AHA's Big Brew Day page, you can pledge the style and volume that you're going to commit to brew that day for kind of like a worldwide tally. Be part of this tally. Go to that page. Also, while you're at that page, so there's an official recipe for this year called the Pangea Proxima Polar IPA. That is courtesy of Jackalope Brewing Company in Nashville. They've got a 1 and 5 gallon version. It's got a bunch of New Zealand hops and a Kvike yeast, but they also suggest other yeast. I believe they're English as kind of like a substitute. The alternative option, if you couldn't guess it, is the Quarantine IPA that comes out of Quirky Homebrew Company, or Quirky Homebrew Supply in Denver. So there's those recipes, or you're just encouraged to brew whatever you got on deck to be your next brew. Speaking of decks and brews and decks, I might do one of two or possibly both BSG extract kits. I have a Hefeweizen and this brown ale kit, or I might brew something really awesome. This is some smoked Alderwood smoked malt directly from Martin, our homie Martin in Norway, and then some straight up Sigmund Jarness indigenous Kvike flakes via Ivar in Norway. So I have these two things. I have a recipe suggested by Martin to make a very rad smoked Norwegian farmhouse ale. So I'll either do that or these extracts, or now that I got all this time, I might do all three. So I wanted to give a shout out though to some immediate members of the Homebrew Club, the crew of Chop and Brew. Paul Illa, y'all know Illa. He's doing an Orange Julius, as he's calling it. It's basically almost all red X malt, and if y'all don't know, that malt is badass. It's a base malt that gives off this insane red color without any of kind of like the body and sweetness that a crystal malt that would usually give you red color. So he's doing that plus some wheat and oats, or wheat and oats, Julius hops from Mighty Axe, at Flame Out, blood orange puree, and then juice yeast from Imperial. Barry Salem, our homie, is making a Maris Otter Fuggle Smash. Chuck Gosnell is making quote-unquote something stoutish, maybe with coffee. Flip over to the Facebook page. Magnus is brewing a Belgian Strong. Sean's making a Maris Otter EKG Smash English IPA. Mike, this guy's going after my own heart. He's making a wheat wine. Andrew's making the first Saison of summer. What a great day for it. And Morris is making a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale clone. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, by the way, turns 40 years old this November. We're hoping to do an episode on that. come November or before November. But put that on your brew catalog for either October to enjoy in November or to brew it on the first day that Sierra Nevada Pale was ever brewed in November. Details coming up. Go to Instagram, our boy Daniel Fuller, Captive Elements, brewing up a dark mild, 2-door brew, depending on what I have time to do, either a hazy, pale ale, IPA. Boy J Dubs, Homebrew Garage, a double IPA using one of the suggested recipes. He's going to step up the AHA recipes to a double. Sam_brews, deciding between a kettle sour or a contemporary American Pils. That's a big shift. Our boy Joel hopes his ingredients get here soon enough to brew RK Rebs 2 Black IPA or Cascadian Dark or American Indian Dark. I say whatever it's called, send me a bottle. Our man, the Brew Brothers, doing a PPP IPA, the recipe shared on the brew day. So the Proxima, the Pangea Proxima Polar IPA. Sud Crow's Pils, courtesy of Dawson, of course. English mild. So whatever you're brewing, we hope you will go to the AHA website and add it to the official tally. Let's see how big the world can get this brew volume up. May 2nd, Big Brew Day. Looking forward to brewing. The Big Brew Day link will be in the the video description below, depending where you're watching this, or in the first comment. Because if we can't be together, we can definitely brew together. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, I'm very excited. It's Wednesday morning, very early. I'm done with grad school. I'm tempted to just go start editing some Chop and Brew, but I should really try to sleep like 5 hours before getting up to work from home. Y'all know the struggle. It is real. Love y'all. Peace. Chop for chop, brew for brew. Big Brew Day. Someone's getting lit up in this. Just finished graduate school. Just finished graduate school. Just finished graduate school. Just finished graduate school. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is how we do some fake lighting in the kitchen of Chop and Brew, man. We put these IKEA lamps under the camera, and then we try not to get like too far back here because the overhead light makes your dome look cray. So you stand about right here, your little peaceful median. Yeah. I got a master's of liberal studies, y'all. It took 11 years to get that mofo. What am I going to do with it? Read more books? I don't know. Read more books that someone doesn't assign me. More updates on awesome Chop and Brew stuff coming up. We're about to go 150% into this now that all of that's over with. So peace. Big Brew. Big Brewer. Brew big or go home. I don't know what to say. Peace. Love y'all. Peace.